Hey Trader family, thank you for joining us once again for another trade review. Today, trade of the day happens for me in Ford Motor Companies. Look, we've been loving Ford for a very, very long time. Today we get some nice news, man. In Russia, 140% up May sales. Hey, if that's enough to trigger a long, we'll take it. I want to note one thing. If you follow me at Trader TV Sean on Twitter, you'll note that every day we put up a sticky note. And this was the big one for me today. Ford. You know, great. We nailed this. We talked about being long Ford for a while. Pull back to 16, then long. So we didn't want to take a morning break on Ford because it was up too much, man. 3, 4, 5% on this news didn't really make too much sense to me, plus the run that we've had. So we just listened to our own rules and banged this one out right here on Ford today. This is the move. This is the open 930, right? You see increased volume off the market on open print. And then look what happens. Almost exactly what we thought would happen. However, we did start our long a little bit early, man. We started our long at 16.20. Then it came back down. We got some 10s or 11s. And then we finally pick up the very, very bottom there, like 03, 04. And we actually lucky enough to basically get the bottom wick on Ford, okay? Then, now the trading starts to happen. You're not going to see me average in more than 3 times pretty much on anything. But remember the level that we're looking at. We're waiting for 16 to break. So we put this line here. That's where 16 is. So we take the longs ahead of 16, like 16.05-ish. Because if you take the long at 16.01 or 02 or 03, then guess what? You're most likely going to test that 16. And if it tests it, then we have to get out. You're going to see a bunch of executions on here. But look at this, man. It almost trades out exactly the way we thought it would. We put our biggest position on at the bottom. You have to remember that when you're averaging in. And I'll just use an example of 100 shares. If you're going to take 100 here and 100 there, you have 200 shares. I would always make this at least 200 again. So now you'd have 400 shares and your average price would be somewhere around in the middle here, if not by, hopefully, if you time it properly, near your second in, okay? So there's the play on Ford. Now we start to go to the upside. Out, 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 out. We get most of our shares out here where VWAP is trading, 1620, 1625s. I get out at quarters all of the time. When the high of the day in the pre-market is 50, okay, retracement back down to O's, halfway back, this quarter level, we get them all out. But you know what? You can't hit those home runs unless you hold something. So we hold it, and we talked about this live on the show. We hold this right back to 1645. Out, out, okay? Then this is where it gets a little tricky. That's the trade of the day. I'm going to spend 30 more seconds talking about what happened again. It comes all the way back down. This is where we're saying, this doesn't make sense to us. This move makes sense because we wanted the 16 longs, but why is it testing again? So we take it, then we get out, we take it again, the average happens again on a break through 16. Now remember, we give area stops. We don't take it right out at 16. So we get long again and out, 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 out. Look at all of these outs again right here. Bang, bang, out. Another winner. But we hold a little bit for that home run, and there's the final break to the downside. So Ford today, a monster trade. And this is the thing. If you can't scalp, then maybe this trade's not for you. But this is a quick in and out here on Ford in the first hour or so of the day. Few executions, all longs off the sticky note. Put your comments below. Did you trade Ford today? Hopefully you did. Watch us every single day. TraderTV.Live on YouTube. Search it up. We got you.